Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your AEW All In Picks show. Today, I am your host, the man behind, well, the X, I guess, of Above the Ring, because we can't say Twitter anymore. My name is Scott, and with me tonight, as always, is John the Stat Man and the man in black himself, Ethan. So, Sam and our champion, once again, on assignment. So it's just going to be the three of just going to be the three of us tonight. We have their picks, so we'll go ahead and we'll make this short and sweet, and we'll get ours going. But before we do anything, we do want to briefly talk about the stunning and sudden passing of Bray Wyatt. Literally 30 minutes I saw the post about it, and it's I don't think it still has hit me personally yet. Bray's, I've always really enjoyed everything that he's done, even though it's been a little outside of the box. And I don't know, I just loved his creativity, and he did have a really good wrestling IQ. So he will be sorely missed by a lot of people, obviously, including myself. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. I don't know if you guys have anything you want to say about Bray's passing.
Major shock. Like talk about turning the wrestling world upside down here. First it was I'll go quickly here. Terry Funk last night, yesterday, unfortunately, and now Bray Wyatt all of a sudden at 36. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I wasn't the biggest fan of his work, but I mean that doesn't never wished ill will on the guy, and now to see him pass away. The best thing I ever saw him do was that he had a match with Bray Wyatt in a cage. Bray Wyatt had a match with Daniel Bryan in a steel cage. That was one of the loudest crowd reactions I've ever been a part of. I've ever heard.
The one in Providence, yeah, that one was
very memorable.
Yeah. Oh, the tag one with the Usos, yeah, I remember that one. Where the Usos left, and then sorry, John, I mean to cut you off there. And then the crowd, which is crazy.
Very memorable. But so that probably the best memory I have with Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, that news hit. I felt like I'm not trying to be funny. I swear, I felt like I got kicked in the balls. Honestly.
Yeah.
I remember I seen him live a couple years ago around here for a WWE live event. Nicest dude I ever met in my life. Like, he was feeling with Balor. That was 2017, around that. Yeah, that threw me off guard. Honestly, like I was talking to Scott privately. I mean, that hit reminds me when we found out about Jay Briscoe. But I feel bad, especially for Bo Dallas and JoJo and the family.
Yeah,
and the kids.
Big shock.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens. And I'm a little lost for words. I'm normally a lot, more even keeled when it comes to stuff, but Bray was definitely a favorite of mine. So this kind of rocks a lot more than
Extreme Rules. Sorry, Scott, before we move on. When John was talking about more memorable things like Extreme Rules when he came back, that one was pretty cool. And then like the Dale Bryan stuff, all his matches with the Fiend and Bray Wyatt. But yeah, I just felt it just threw me off guard. Like I got enough words. I don't know. But rest in peace, Bray.
But we're here to talk a little AEW. Obviously, All In.
Boy, are we ever!
Their biggest pay-per-view that they've ever had, selling over 80,000 tickets so far, from Wembley Stadium out in England. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. But we have 11 matches on this card. They've been adding little things here and there. They added one on Dynamite, and they're going to be adding another one. That obviously we got our lovely, thankful spoilers for this one from Ethan. But we'll jump right into it. Like I said, we have Sam and Zach's picks already. So we'll just make ours and we'll say what theirs are, and we'll go from there. So we'll start with as Sam likes to say, the most the best reference that we have, and it's Wikipedia. So kicking things off will be the match for the ROH Tag Team Championships. It's Aussie Open defending against MJF and Adam Cole, baby. So both Sam and Mr. Zach picked Aussie Open to retain their titles. What do you think, John? What do you think is going to happen with this one?
With the opening tag match, and they got MJF and Adam Cole working before the main event. I don't see him winning the tag titles. Like, I know Adam Cole is kind of like, oh, I've never had the Ring of Honor World Tag titles, and you know what? I don't think he's gonna.
Yeah.
Because I this weird stuff with MJF going on right now, but the people love it, so I guess I can't really take too much away from it. It's not my cup of tea. But yes, I mean, I don't think they're gonna win these tag titles. So it's just my 2 cents there.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think that this is going to end in one of the two, obviously turning on the other, and then we'll go right into our main event later on the show. I think that somebody has to turn on one or the other. It makes the most sense, and it just adds even more fuel to the fire for the main event.
But the thing with this storyline so far is that it's a lot more popular than I think maybe they anticipated.
That's true. I do agree with that also.
So I don't know if they have an end game yet. Maybe because the response to it is pretty. Some people like it. So I wonder if they'll stretch it out as much as they possibly can. Is this their bloodline? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, but the thing with the storyline is they're obviously teasing the turn by one of them way too much now.
Right.
Like, we know it's gonna happen, so it's like the fact that they tease it, that's why it's not my cup of tea, and that's why I don't think they're winning these tag titles.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ethan?
This time I am gonna pick Aussie Open.
All right.
but
last time worked.
I don't think it's clean though. I think Roderick Strong fucks him over, like Cole.
Right. Okay.
Or the Kingdom, one of the two, or all three. Basically, it's gonna be an interference with Roderick Strong costing them, and then the AEW stuff. The world title match. I'll tell when we get there. But I am picking Aussie Open. But another theory before we move on, I think the Kingdom be the next challengers. And then that's when that's who I think is going to take the titles off them. There we go.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I mean, that's true.
As long as Roderick Strong takes the neck brace off.
I know, right? Jesus. I mean, that like you said, that is a good point. I actually had forgotten about the Kingdom for a second. So to go back to John's point about wanting to stretch out the whole MJF and Adam Cole being, best friends and whatnot, that actually makes a lot of sense if you have the Kingdom come in or Roderick Strong and screw them over. So, but I think obviously we're all in agreement here that Aussie Open is going to retain these titles one way or the other.
Clean sweep,
Definitely.
baby.
Sweep to kick off the show. But going into our second match with Jack Perry versus Hook for the FTW Championship, we have a split between Sam and Mr. Zach, with Sam stating that Jack Perry is going to retain this title, with Mr. Zach saying that Hook will become a 2-time FTW champion. So I will switch things up and I'll have Ethan go first. What do you think? Who do you think's going to win this one?
Ooh. Does Hook really need the title?
Well, I mean, Jack Perry said he's going to retire it, which I'm assuming it's going to happen on Collision, which is obviously happening on Saturday after we're recording this. And right, because it taped last night. And Hook's obviously not going to allow it to get retired. So there's got to be a reason that this thing keeps going. So,
I'm going to join Zach, the champ.
Okay.
The unofficial champ says Hook.
Fair enough.
But I won't be mad, though. Jack Perry does retain, but I think Hook should take it back so it doesn't get retired.
Right. I'm in the same boat. I think Hook's going to win. And obviously it's going to do it so that way he doesn't have, he'll get revenge for his loss that he had to Jack. John, what do you think?
I'm in agreement there, where they'll probably put this title back on Hook since he's son of Taz. And I think since Jack Perry's a heel now and he's just Jack Perry, they probably have other plans for him besides just this FTW title.
Right.
Maybe he has an opportunity here. He should take advantage of it. He's definitely better as a heel than he was as Jungle Boy.
I agree with that.
But they got to put Anna Jay back with him.
Yes.
I think, like you I know you've been kind of like screaming from the mountaintops with that recently, but I agree. It makes a lot of sense because the JS is now gone. Anna Jay doesn't have anything to do. Might as well put her with her boyfriend.
Yeah, it's like the wrestling fans, like, they know they're together.
Right.
Like, so, like, why not have Jack Perry show off who he's dating?
Right. Exactly.
And have people hate him more.
Yep. I mean, it worked for Sammy and Taya, so might as well.
He's banging the baddest bitch.
Yeah.
Yes. So show it off. Not it. I mean, not saying Anna Jay's an it. I'm just showing. I should rephrase my sentence.
I know.
Show everything off. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
No sex celebration, guys. Come on.
Come on, Ethan. But those two matches were the pre-show matches. So
as of right now, Scott.
As of right now, exactly. The running joke that we'll have another 5 matches added before Sunday afternoon. So we'll see what happens. If they do, we'll just add extra picks and we'll go from there when we do our post show. So kicking off the main show, we have FTR versus the Young Bucks for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. Again, a split between Sam and Zach. Sam stating that the Young Bucks are going to become the new tag champs, with Zach saying that FTR is going to retain. I still have no idea who I'm going to pick for this, so I will throw this over to John.
Oh, thank you. This match. I fear the worst. I don't think the Bucks will be salty if they're not walking out of here with these titles in front of the biggest crowd in the history of wrestling. So, yeah, I think the Bucks are gonna want these titles back, and people thought that's the reason, like, FTR is dropping these titles as soon as they found out they were going back in a match with the Bucks.
Right.
Like, even putting Cash Wheeler's arrest aside, there was a thought.
Yeah. No. 100%.
So it's unfortunate. I think FTR is the obviously better tag team. I'm picking the Buckaroos because I don't think, I don't, because they're the EVPs and that's what they want. So that's probably what's going to happen.
All right, Ethan.
Oh fuck. This is one of the matches I had the hardest time picking, so I'm great for both these teams. Not joking. I hate this. John, can you give me a stat? Who won the first match between FTR and Young Bucks?
I will pull that up now.
Thank you. I'm gonna wait till he's. Sorry for both matches there, John, because I can't remember if FTR won the first.
Throw some filler in there while I look this up.
Yeah, I mean it is 1-1. So this obviously is the rubber match between the two.
Because mostly it's whoever wins the first wins the last,
yeah.
It's rare when they do like the back to back. I know it's not 2 out of 3 people. I know. I'm just saying.
But it's true. No, I mean you are correct. That's normally how this works.
I mean, I could see the Young Bucks, but either way, I'm not going to be mad. Either way. But I'm just waiting to see.
The Young Bucks won the first time.
Oh, fuck. That didn't help me. And then FTR won the second?
Correct.
All right.
Yes.
Who did Zach pick again? Sorry, Scott. Did he go with John with the Young Bucks?
Zach picked the Bucks. Yep, to go with Sam. Zach actually picked FTR to retain.
I'm going to join the champ again. I'm going to go with FTR.
All right. After much deliberation, because honestly, like this one is like 51-49, but I tend to lean with Sam and John here. I think the Bucks are gonna take it because honestly, with the whole throwing the whole rest thing, I don't know what's gonna happen with Cash. Like he might have to go away for a little while. So I don't know. We'll see. But I think the Bucks. No, you can't change. No changing.
I didn't even think of that, to be honest with you. The whole rest. Damn it.
But yeah, I'm gonna pick the Bucks to become the new champs.
Yep.
I didn't.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
They went to be 3-time, wouldn't they?
I believe so.
Yes, I think they would be the 3-time tag champs.
First 3-time.
Yep.
Fuck, I didn't even think with the cat. Whatever. If I lose it, whatever. I'm not gonna be mad either way.
I mean, honestly, you're already up by 2 points. So I mean, yeah, you got plenty to play with right now.
Okay, good. It's Sam I gotta worry about.
That's true. Actually, not just Sam. There's multiples, but we'll talk about that afterwards.
Yes.
So the Fatal 4-Way for the AEW Women's Championship is up next. It's Hikaru Shida versus Toni Storm versus Saraya versus Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
We know who Zach picked.
Yeah. Well, you'll be surprised by this. Both Sam and Zach picked the same person, but they both picked Saraya.
Is Zach feeling okay?
The hometown hero.
Correct.
Yep.
And if there's any time to do it, All In would be the time to do it. Even if she loses it at All Out, I feel like having her get that big win at home actually makes a lot of sense. So I will jump right on board and I will say that Saraya will win the title. And then probably drop it, but I think she'll.
I will also jump on that train because that's a big thing, and she's supposed to be a heel, but she's obviously going to get a lot of support.
Yeah. I think this is also
during this match.
I think this is the first time she's wrestled in England in like 9 years or something like that too. So it's been a long.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I don't think she's not going to be champion long. I think so because like you win the title and then you're like, then what?
Right. Yeah.
Like she's gonna come back here to the Green Bay, Wisconsin, and it's gonna be no response, if any. So it's like I don't know. So she'll probably quickly lose it. Maybe if this puts her back as kind of a baby face, maybe feud with Toni Storm since she's doing decent work right now. Get split up the Outcasts. I think that should be done with.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, I mean that's Saraya makes sense here.
Yep. Ethan.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Saraya because AEW with the hometowns, they always make the hometown people win. Let's be honest.
Right.
But I think she's gonna have a short reign. But I mean, she'd have just won it 3 weeks ago. But let's just be honest, it's probably gonna be a short reign. Honestly, Marilyn Monroe Jr. doesn't really need it right now.
Right.
Yet, keyword. And Britt Baker doesn't need it, honestly. To be honest, I like she does. I like all four. Don't get me wrong. I'm both just joking around with the nickname, but I can see some tension with Saraya and Toni Storm. Like they pin people, and then like she's like, "No, what are you doing?" And it's like, "No, what are you doing?" And
yep.
The partners in 4 ways, they never work out too well.
No, never.
Sorry, Multi, but yeah, I'm gonna join everybody. Another clean sweep. I think she won't have it long though. I'm gonna be honest.
No, I think we're all in agreement here. That she'll win it, get the big hometown pop, and then probably lose it in a few weeks, if not the next week at All Out. So after that, we have the coffin match between Darby Allin and Sting versus Swerve Strickland and Christian Cage after they got rid of AR Fox. So both, I have a feeling this one's also going to be a clean sweep with Sam and Zach both picking Darby and Sting, and I'm jumping right on top of that because I truly feel like Sting is going to go undefeated until his final match, and then he'll take the loss. That's my feeling. So I'm picking Darby and Sting for this one.
Yeah.
John?
I would have to agree with that. Yeah, I think Darby and Sting have been the team so long that I feel like, to your point, that final match will be between these two. I think because it just makes it at this point. It just makes sense. I could look it up while Ethan's doing his thoughts and analysis, but I don't know if Darby's even lost a coffin match.
I don't think so, but I don't
believe so. Yeah,
I think all of the coffin matches have been with him.
They have been, yep.
Oh yeah, so that's another reason right there. They're like the masters of this. So
right, yeah.
Oh yeah, so I'll have to go in agreement with that. We'll do Allin Sting.
All right.
I'm pretty sure, unless they did one with try Ethan Page, Andrade Brody. John, look that up. That's bugging me now. No, I know Darby's been.
That might have been that one. That's true.
What? Oh, anyway. Yeah, I like Scott said, I don't think Sting's losing to his final match, but I take it they're probably just gonna do one person in the coffin, like for whoever.
Yeah, I think it's like a table match. It's only gonna be one person going down, and that's the end of it.
Honestly, that AR Fox Swerve was a great team. Why the fuck did you break it up so early?
I think
I hated that.
I know that it's obviously not the kayfabe way to go about it, but wasn't there visa issues? Was that the reason why? It's the same thing with Ray Phoenix not being able to go.
I think some like that. I didn't get full. I couldn't find anything about AR Fox, but that's what Fightful's reporting apparently. But it's funny. I remember during Dynamite, just nitpicking right quick. When all 8, I thought they were gonna change to an 8-man tag coffin, and then Excalibur should have been at the time like, no, it's 2-on-2. Christian's replaced Swerve, but they waited till the end of the show. Like that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But I think Sting and Darby takes it. I think Darby's coffin match streak continues, and Sting keeps his undefeated streak going. Yep. I don't think he lost since he came to AEW.
He hasn't. No, he's undefeated still.
Okay, that's
he's won every single match.
Lost.
He hasn't always gotten the pinfall, but his team's always won.
Yeah. Okay. Did any of you guys think Sting's gonna jump off something?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's Sting. Of course, he's gonna jump off of something and take out, and take out probably Swerve or maybe both Swerve and Christian. It's gonna happen. That's like needing air to breathe. Sting's gonna jump off something ridiculous. It's just gonna happen. But our next match after that is a 6-man tag match. It is the Golden Elite with Kota Ibushi, Kenny Omega, and Hangman Adam Page taking on Takeshita and Bullet Club Gold, Juice Robinson, and Jay White. So Sam picked the Golden Elite, and Mr. Zach picked Bullet Club Gold and Takeshita.
Wait, who did Sam pick?
Sam picked the Golden Elite.
Okay, so another split. I'm gonna join Sam.
Okay.
Just because last they bring up Bushi, but
I will not join. I will not join Sam.
I think it sets up Takeshi and Omega for All Out there.
That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I'm going to pick.
Yeah.
Oh God. This one's actually.
Are you joining me and Sam, or are you joining Zach and John?
I know, like that split vote. God, this one. I'm gonna pick Golden Elite, and I might shoot myself in the foot for this, but I don't know. I don't think Kenny's losing either. And Kota Ibushi, I don't think it's gonna happen.
But Scott, you were close with Takeshi's name.
I know.
I ain't letting it be a clean sweep with the Elite. I'm not picking the Golden Shower.
Golden Shower.
I'll stay.
That's her finisher name, by the way.
Oh, dear God. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna stick with Take a Shit and Bullet Club Gold.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, that I don't. You know what? I can't get too mad at John for that.
What? Didn't I get the pronunciation right?
You get a pass. Shut the fuck up.
All right.
What do you mean? What are you taking shots for? I'm saying it right.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Scott, move on.
So our seventh match, Stadium Stampede match. Eddie Kingston, Orange Cassidy, and the Best Friends, with Pentagon Jr. I'm not calling him what they call him here. Versus the Blackpool Combat Club and the returning Santana and Ortiz.
Let's fucking
match is going to be nuts.
Oh boy,
yeah. Both Sam and Zach picked the Blackpool Combat Club and Santana and Ortiz, and I tend to agree with them. I think Blackpool Combat Club is going to get the win here.
You think Blackpool Combat Club gets cheered because they're in England? They're called the Blackpool Combat Club with nobody from Blackpool in there anymore.
I know.
So I mean, maybe they'll boo them because none of them are British.
I know. I kind of feel bad that Regal. Obviously, Regal's in WWE again, but if he would be there, I'm pretty sure he'd get a huge pop from the crowd.
I mean, they full support for the British Broadcasting Corporation here, so I'll probably go with I'll go with the BBC and the old Santana and Ortiz. They finally got their shit together.
I'm gonna go clean sweep. I'm gonna join them and put the fucking tag titles on Power and Powerful, please.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad that they settled their stuff so that way they can.
And also the another reason why I said that, also just because it could set Cassie's challenger for the Ed Kingston's international strong boy title.
All right, that makes sense too.
Or Claudio's Ring of Honor.
Maybe.
Whoever. Anyway, but basically, it could set Cassidy and John Moxley at All Out.
That's true too.
So, but yeah, I think BCC needs to win more than Best Friends and Pentagon and Eddie because they've been losing a lot as trios lately.
Agreed. Our next match after that is a singles match. It's Will Ospreay with Don Callis taking on Chris Jericho. With both Sam and Zach picking Will Ospreay, or as John likes to call him, Will Ostrich, for the win.
That's right.
I'll take this one first, and I think Ospreay needs it more than Jericho does, and I think Callis obviously is going to get involved at some point. So I'm going to pick Ospreay.
Yeah, Jericho doesn't need anything the rest of his career.
Pretty much.
He just, his job is just to put people over at this point, I guess. So I don't know. Like, we were watching Dynamite yesterday. I couldn't understand a word Ostrich was saying.
Bruv.
I literally had no idea what he was saying. And Jericho, at least Jericho, I mean, Jericho was speaking the words I could understand. But yeah, but like to your point, Scott. Yeah, Jericho doesn't need the win here. So yeah, I'll probably say Will Ostrich with Don Fallis in his corner.
I'm gonna join the four of you and say Ospreay. Ospreay, please win this one for me because you fucked me over in G1. But like, well, I mean, because like I was saying with Sorrell, I mean, they're in his home country and the biggest wrestling event in history.
Right.
But like, and also like, right, like Scott also said, like Jericho don't need it, and I think Don Callis Will's not win cleanly. Let's just be honest. I think Don gets involved.
Right. Absolutely.
So let's just make it a clean sweep for everybody.
So I feel like this next one might also be a clean sweep. It is for the Real World's Championship. CM Punk taking on Samoa Joe. Both Sam and Zach pick CM Punk. I feel like Punk shouldn't lose this title for a while. And him and Joe obviously have the huge rivalry going all the way back to ROH. Punk getting the victory the last time. Joe obviously trying to burn the world down to get back to him. Finally gets him. Punk gets the one up with the golden vampire thing. And we go to All In. And I think Punk will retain his Real World's Championship. And where it goes from there, I don't know. Maybe another title defense at All Out. Who knows? But for now, CM Punk and his straight edge lifestyle will get the win and retain his title.
I would have to agree with that. Their best match of the night, maybe. I hope.
Possibly.
I think it'll be. Definitely the one I'm most eager for. Yeah, the match they had on Collision I liked. Even in the tag match, the first night of Collision, I really liked.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like both.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
I like both of these guys a lot. But I think the whole Real World Championship is a CM Punk thing, and I think it will be for however long they're going to do that.
Yep.
You know, whether he feuds with MJF again, which is, I think, in the pipeline eventually.
It wouldn't surprise me.
So, yeah, I think that's why my gut is telling me CM Punk here.
Okay. Ethan?
Punk. I like Joe, but I mean, he's got the Ring Honor TV title. And yeah, Punk, like John said, like, I mean, they probably want to build up to the MJF Punk winner takes all match for the title. They had some great match, even in Ring of Honor, because they also had that time limit draw in Ring of Honor. So, but yeah, I'm going to go with Punk just because why not? Okay. It's Punk.
Can't go wrong.
It's true. Can't go wrong with Punk and Joe.
Nope.
So our next match is for the Trios Championship. This was just announced on Dynamite. It is the House of Black defending their title against the Acclaimed and the returning badass Billy Gunn.
The new... Oh, sorry. Wrong company.
We have a split between Sam and Zach, with Sam stating that the House of Black will retain, with Zach saying that the Acclaimed are going to become the new Trios champions. Ethan, what do you think?
I do really like House of Black. I also like the Acclaim. Honestly, I feel like when Billy Gunn came back last night, I feel like if they lose again for the third time, like almost like a waste, I'm going to go with Zach. I'm going to say the Acclaim and Billy Gunn. Okay. I think it's time. I love House of Black. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's time for them to lose them and give them to the Acclaim, especially in that big stadium. Right. The building's gonna go fucking crazy when that happens. Like I said, like Billy Gunn came back last night. You like, do you really want to waste that? Honestly, right. Like, and they lost twice. Yeah. I want to see more. I love when they claim Raz, but I want to see more. Like pissed off, I'm ready to throw down.
It was a nice change of pace to see them just come down when we were watching Dynamite and just be mad. And it's just like, all right, we're not going to get a rap tonight. We're just going to get just pure fire coming out of somebody's mouth, and it was.
I want to see. Let's have a good old fist fight.
Right. Exactly. John, what do you think?
I think that it is time for the House of Blech to lose these trios titles once and for all, especially what happened last night on Dynamite. I feel like the Billy Gunn coming, like, he wasn't even gone for that long, but coming back, yep. And getting the Acclaim fired up, and getting people excited about them a lot more than they have been lately. I don't think they've had the trios titles yet at any point.
Nope.
So yeah, why not? The House of Black has had it for a little while now.
Revolution, I think.
Yeah, 171 plus days. So yeah, now it's time.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I mean, why bring back Billy Gunn in the way they did?
Yeah.
To not have them win at the pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he's gonna retire and then come back, I don't know. I think it would be really, really weird booking for him to lose again. It wouldn't surprise me if Billy Gunn was the one to pin Aleister Black to win the tag title, to win the trios titles, just to come full circle from what they were, what happened before. But yeah, I think the Acclaimed will become the new trios champions as well. So, and our last match, main event. For the AEW World Championship, coming off their tag team match earlier in the night. It's MJF and Adam Cole, baby. Both Sam and Zach picked MJF to retain. I'm immediately going to jump on board because MJF needs to hold this title for a lot longer than he does. I love Adam Cole, always have. I think he's going to be a champion at some point, but I feel this is how I see it happening. I feel like Cole's going to turn on MJF if the Kingdom doesn't get involved, cause them the tag titles to begin the show. MJF will get his revenge at the end of the show. MJF will be the face. Adam Cole will be the heel. It should be reversed, but it is what it is. But I think MJF's going to take this and keep going as champion.
I fully agree with that. He's going to be having this title for a while, and this is not the time to drop it. I mean, not against Adam Cole. I'm sorry, but Adam Cole should not be the world champion right now. Not to say that he won't be down the line. That's possible. But yeah, and I have no idea what they're going to do story-wise for this. But I do feel confident that the champion will stay the same in this match, and maybe MJF, will probably be the face here. I think Adam Cole kind of needs to be a heel.
Yeah.
Right now, I think him being a face since he came back from his weird injury that he got from the pay-per-view one year.
The Forbidden Door last year.
Right. It's kind of fallen flat since he's returned from that. This kind of gave him a boost. So yeah, I think that's the right call, I think. But at the same time, I don't really like MJF as a face. Like, this is the least interested I've been in watching MJF, like, ever.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I don't think he's gonna. That doesn't mean I think he lose the title. So I'll stay with him.
Okay. Ethan?
Both these guys. Not sure. Yeah, I'm gonna say MJF. It's not. Don't lose it the rest of the year. I'm just gonna be honest here. While I feel like they're gonna hug it out, and then I feel like Adam Cole is gonna do the Chris Jericho, Shawn Michaels thing from 19, kick him right in the nuts. It's so weird seeing MJF face. To be honest with you.
Agreed.
I think Roderick Strong, if he doesn't interfere in the tag title match, I think he interferes in the world title match.
Okay.
I don't feel like this should be a clean finish. I said it before. I'm not really a big fan of non-clean finishes, but in this case, could make an exception. Right. But I think Cole will win the world title, just not right now. But I mean, MJF, he's just getting started with it. Let's just be honest. Right. But I'm gonna go with MJF, and then someone's going. We all know someone's going heel.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
Did it? I forget. So a couple weeks ago when they first hugged, did you notice Adam Cole hugged him like he was stabbing him in the back?
He did that in NXT actually with Roderick Strong. So I caught that and I was like, I know what you're doing. It works. It's gonna be a lot. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, but I want them to both be heels. I think them both being heels would be great, but I don't know. This whole the face turn by MJF, I don't know. It's interesting, but it's not as good as it would have been if they were both just assholes, essentially. Just
both these guys. Guys.
But yeah, I mean, that's the card. 11 matches so far. Obviously, like we said, maybe we get another 4 or 5 matches added because that's what Tony Khan likes to do. Show starts at the 0 hour starts at noon Eastern, 1 o'clock Atlantic for Ethan. And the show starts at 1 p.m. Eastern and 2 o'clock for Atlantic. And I feel like this show is probably going to be at least 4.5, 5 hours. They're going to drag this out. I just have that feeling it's going to be a long show.
17 hours long.
Yeah. But I think it's going to be a good show. I think we have some really good matches that we could possibly have on this card. And I like John's thought of CM Punk and Joe possibly being match of the night. I think that those two are definitely going to put on a show for Wembley. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for the show tonight. Obviously, if you guys don't already, follow us on Twitter or X or whatever at Above the Ring. You can find us on Facebook, Ship It Above the Ring. And you can find us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel at _above the ring. And for our podcasts, we are everywhere. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. Go out and find us. Tell the world why Ship It Studios and Above the Ring are the podcasts you're choosing. This has been the All In Pick Show. We'll do our post show next week. For myself, Scott, for John the Statman, and for Ethan, thank you guys so much for watching. Podcasts will be going up on Friday, so you guys can listen to it if you're not able to watch. But that's it for the night. Guys, any last words before we head off for the evening?
I'm going to grab some more points, get ahead of this competition, baby.
I mean, you do have a 5-3 lead. Both with John and Sam, both with 3. Mr. Zach has 2, and I have 1 after getting the victory last time for SummerSlam. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see if I play some catch up here. I don't know. I don't know if the pay-per-view will be any good, but I know the crowd will be electric.
Yep.
So maybe that'll make that exciting. It makes it exciting, but we'll see what happens.
I'm pretty sorry for some matches, but there's some I'm like, I could take her.
Right.
Yep.
All right, guys. That's it for us. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.
Thanks, guys.